Hey you guys, today we are continuing the Persona 5 Scramble breakdowns with Sophie. This is a new character introduced for this game. Her real name is Sophia, though her codename is Sophie. We don't have too much information on her, but we do know that she is an AI that lives in Joker's smartphone. We'll look at 3 different videos that had notable scenes for this character. These are her character trailer, the November 26th update, and a livestream. The character trailer's first bit of combat shows an AoE attack that damages all the enemies in front of Sophie. I assume that her persona is what triggered this attack. It is summoned at the start, and we can see the spinning blade-esque attack appear for a couple of frames before they all take damage. During this, Sophie can be seen throwing her yo-yos forward. She seems to alternate between the two a couple of times before bringing them back and slashing up in a dual attack. Like Joker's base combo, these all have a yellow highlight to them. Joker's normal hits in the combo had a yellow highlight as well, so it's looking like we'll be able to differentiate between normal hits in the combo and combo finisher hits by the color of the strikes. Anyways, the next scene shows Sophie finishing a high hit before pulling off a combo finisher. This shows Sophie spinning the yo-yos around herself as she jumps into the air. Red and blue effects spin around her. In the last few frames, you can see Joker jump down beside her. The next scene shows Sophie scaling a building by dashing up these flagpoles with eyes attached to them. This is probably the tell in this dungeon to let you know that you can travel up this building. The next part of the character trailer shows her using a bless skill against the enemies, and another scene shows her dashing towards the shadow and ripping the mask off. Sophie's mask is a black screen that covers her eyes, showing fake LED ones. The last scene of the character trailer shows Sophie's Showtime attack. She throws her yo-yos outwards and spins them around as she pulls them back to her. Her persona also spins around her during this, and by the time she catches her yo-yos, her persona is in place with all 4 of the blocks pointing out towards the enemy. Sophie's yo-yos disappear as she thrusts her hand forward, and the blocks behind her fire out beams of energy. At the end of the attack, a pillar of energy shoots up from the ground to finish the enemies off. And that is it for the character trailer. Let's look at the update video. There was really only one scene with Sophie in this update. We see the Phantom Thieves disappear and a move command appears. For some reason, a wind attribute is associated with it. It then transitions to the persona stats screen. We can see that this persona is resistant to blast damage and weak to curse. We also learn the name of this persona, Pithos. There are 5 skills that we can see here. The first is a Koha Bless attack, which does light bless damage to one enemy. The second is Rakunda, which is a defense debuff. The third is Dia, a healing skill. The fourth is Makoha, which is light bless damage to all enemies. And the last skill is Media, which is another healing skill. Apologize if I butchered any of that. I am awful at pronouncing anything. But it's interesting that all of these skills have a question mark after them. This probably has something to do with her mysterious background. Now let's look at the live stream. Like the last video, I will just pick out some notable moments from the live stream. One thing I saw was that if there was something interactable outside of the camera, an arrow would appear on screen letting you know that you could interact with something. We also saw this mechanic where Sophie's yo-yos would start to glow. The combo we see here involves a lot of rising hits before Sophie spins, slashing out twice and ending with a flurry of attacks. I wonder if this is a different kind of combo since I feel like the normal combos end with the red effects. Anyways, we see Sophie's gun next. This shows a blue reticle and the normal shot is a kind of energy shot rather than a bullet. On the next shot, we see that her ammo has recharged. For some reason, after she hit the shadow, Sophie was teleported right next to the enemies. We then see another combo where the first few hits look similar to the previous combo. The last hit though shows her throwing the yo-yos back behind her before thrusting them forward to damage enemies in front of her. At the end of this attack, her persona appears and shoots down a beam of energy at the ground. We then see the attack we saw from her character trailer. She alternates between yo-yo throws before doing a dual attack. During this attack, her persona uses a defense debuff. Yet another combo shows a 2-hit attack with her normal opening attack, but then Sophie throws one yo-yo out and spins it multiple times. This has the red effect we have seen from Joker. Another thing I saw in the livestream was this charge-up mechanic. It seemed that there was something going on between the attacks that changed the color of the effects around the yo-yos. There was also another kind of charge-up mechanic seen here. It didn't seem like the yo-yos were changing color, so I'm interested to see what this actually changed. During this encounter with a shadow, we get to see her opening attack against the shadow as well as a one more attack. After sneaking up to a shadow, Sophie does a ground slam. Her one more attack seems to be some kind of dashing kick, though it's a little hard to fully make it out. During this encounter, we also see her spinning attack from the character trailer. I previously thought this was a combo finisher, but now I wonder if this attack is actually tied with her yo-yo charge-up mechanic. The last thing I want to point out in this encounter is that it looks like you have to stay in a certain area when attacking the shadows. There's this running gauge, which I assume to be your escape mechanic. The last part of the livestream showed off a fight against a boss or sub-boss. We see what may be her normal combo as well as a charge shot. This took 3 bullets, and after the shot hits, it leaves a blue ball of energy in the air. And that is all I have for you guys today. This was a little bit shorter than Joker's breakdown, but I hope you still liked it. I'm pretty sure I missed some stuff, so be sure to let me know any cool mechanics you have seen involving Sophie in the comments below. If you enjoyed, be sure to share this with someone you think will like it. If you want to see my breakdown on Joker, click the card on screen. Subscribe or share this, and I'll see you in the next video.